It took China decades to form the world's second largest economy, and today we will look at some of the terms and phrases used to describe China's industrial revolution. So let's take the nail as an example, just to make sure we're on the same page here. The nail we're talking about is made of iron and steel. When the country was just established, China's production capabilities were very far behind its competitors. It was quite difficult then to manufacture nails efficiently. At the time, this new socialist country could have used a little bit of extra help. That's where its big brother, the Soviet Union, came in. The Soviets helped with technology and sped up China's ability to manufacture goods. It revolutionized China's heavy industry, from one nail to lots of nails. But the ambition was way bigger than this. The country initiated a huge steel-making campaign. So what did this involve? Items made from iron and steel would be collected to use for national steel production. So any piles of nails you had, you could devote all of them to the campaign. Of course, pots, bikes, and any other steel items you can think of would also be part of this effort. It was a bit overwhelming. It even had its own slogan called "Catching Up with Britain and Surpassing America." Rather than seeing it as a realistic production goal, it was an expression demanding industrial advancement and patriotism. It was all for the greater good and more nails later on. Economic planning came in to paint the bigger picture. This was called the Five-Year Plan. The first one was laid out in 1953. It included long-term planning for the allocation of resources and major development projects. Earlier on, the focus was on heavy industry. Making steel was no longer enough. Then Daqing came along. Daqing is a city in Heilongjiang province that became a role model for oil production. The Daqing oil field was discovered in 1959. Oil extraction began the next year, and China's Iron Man was born. The man, Wang Jingxi, was the one leading the team to dig the first well. The drilling machine arrived at the site, but couldn't reach the position. Iron Man used all his strength to drag the equipment into place. That effort inspired a new spirit called learning from Daqing. This hard-working and never-give-up spirit inspired generations of Chinese. As the country began opening up and reforming, Chinese leaders realized that focusing only on manufacturing was not enough. Industrial upgrades also required advanced technology and knowledge. Xiao Cheng Hua, meaning develop the country through science and education, was coined in 1992. The concept suggested that only after solid science and education would efficiency and productivity in industrial production be ensured. In China, many see themselves as a nail. Coming from all walks of life, and individual effort can be dull. But when millions come together, great things can happen. All the milestones of the past could not have happened without the efforts of generations of Chinese. So don't look down at a nail. It could play an important role in the bigger picture.